Alrighty, good Sunday morning, evening, Sunday day, wherever you are. Sunday evening here, 6:35 p.m. And I'm going to cram in another Lama Lab test right at the end of the day because more data is better. I've already done the warm-up, so no faffing around. I'll get the legs spun out, make sure everything's paired up. 3 power meters today. Yes, 3. And another Lama Lab test to get in. So, Germany calling in, how are we doing? Be good morning in Germany. I think I should have checked time zones. I really should have a time zone checker on here. Hang on, I'm chewing chewy, that's a bit rude. There we go. Much better. Tassie. How's things in Tassie? The weather's warming up here, so it's got to be warming up a little bit more in Tassie too, I think. We just had a thunderstorm come through. Alright. So the plan for this video, Lama Lab Test. I've already done the warm-up, so we can knock that out of the way. 10-minute steady state, 200 watts. Straight into 250 steady state. Into a sprint with whatever I've got in the tank, which is probably not a lot today. 4 minutes off, and then some over and unders. That's about it. And then I typically stream for about another 45 minutes after that. We'll see how we go today. I'm on a bit of a schedule. Mick from Yorkshire. Or if I think I've been calling it Yorkshire, I'm not sure. Czech Republic, hey, we're all coming online. Good stuff, good to see everyone. All right, just checking the numbers. Well, looks good to me so far. So let's get stuck into this. I'm pretty good for questions throughout the whole test. Pretty good. The 250 zones, maybe not so much today. Look at my heart rate now, it's already way up. Yeah, feel free, I love these for the interaction, for the chats up here. That's what I keep an eye on more than the numbers. I can look at the numbers after the rides. We'll see how we go. I'm a bit nasally, but I've got tons of excuses, don't worry. I'm a cyclist, we're all full of excuses, aren't we? Alright, we'll get to the top of this climb here. How far are we off? 4%. Okay, cool. Numbers looking okay. A little bit of a warm-up. Never good enough though. Where's the power-ups? There we go. Drops the power-up. David from the Netherlands, welcome. I'm scheduled for a phone call at the Netherlands in about 90 minutes. I'm struggling already. There we go, another excuse. It should be Shane buys beers or something whenever an excuse comes out. Or someone needs to be able to ring a bell, reaches out and just slaps my avatar whenever there's an excuse. What energy drink would I use during a ride? Good question. If it's under an hour, water's fine. If it's a time trial, Red Bull for the sugar and caffeine. Really depends. It's more about the caffeine than anything else in those energy drinks. You should have enough glycogen in the legs for whatever event you're doing, or in the back pocket. Is it possible to spawn next to someone and follow to ride with him? Yes, if you add me as a friend on the app, however you get to that up there somewhere, there we go. And if you're a follower, when you log in, it should say all your friends are logged in. You can click on that person and say ride with. You'll join the course they're on and the route they're on too. How did I get together with Ray? Well, it's a bit of a romance story. Kidding. Ray and I think, crossed paths. I mean, obviously on the internet. And then I think I met Ray first time at Eurobike a few years back. I think the first thing I said to Ray is, I'm probably going to be doing the same kind of thing as you in my own way. I don't want to step on your toes though. Like, I don't want to piss. Like, you doing what you're doing. Massive following, massive audience. And I don't want to like encroach on that. And Ray's like, yeah, that's cool. Let's do our thing. So that's it. And from there, we just hung out, rode bikes, visited castles, ate Haribo, drank coffee. But most of all, I think we have the same passion for the technology, just with the fascination of how it works, how it doesn't work, and just sharing that experience. It's still pretty cool. There's a ton of new stuff coming out. It's still an emerging market. Favorite all-time trainer? Easy. Le Mans Revolution. Done. Not even a smart trainer. Do I use earphones when outdoor riding? I do. Wired iPhone buds. That way you can just flick them out. Sound is down low. If I'm in traffic, you flick them out. It's a bit of a helmet debate slash nutrition debate slash coaching debate slash FTP. What is it kind of debate with headphones, yes or no, but I use them. I do. Whew. Hugo, first time tuning in. Awesome. Good to see you. You'll see you'll see the Zwift experience on the screen, and you'll see my experience of struggling through a Lama Lab Test late Sunday night. Okay, as I said, I can delay my Lama Lab Test for hours and just spin the bike and chat. I better get into it. So first of all, we go back to dashboard, so you can see what's going on there. This is me getting mentally prepared for 200 watts. I've done it before, but it still gets to me. I've got to do it right, that's the thing. Numbers are looking good. Nathan, I haven't had to go on the new Kicker bike just yet. I am hanging for it though. It looks cool. It looks cool, the specs are good. We'll see how it goes. We'll really see how it goes. What's the orange tick just next to my name up there? That's verified user. So that means it's really me. Nobody can impersonate me on Zwift. I have about 9,500 followers. Yeah, there we go, there you can see. So that was just gifted to me by Zwift, which was nice, but it stops people from jumping on and impersonating me and maybe talking non-truths or such, I don't know. However, people want to impersonate other people, so that stops that. So yeah, you know it's really me in game. As I said, let's get into this test. It's only 200 watts, only for a little bit. E for ERG mode, Lama Lab Test on screen. Okay. That switches my companion app over to this mode too. Free ride for now. Jay Crawford going for a run. Oh, I can hear Max. He's crying already. Little Lama's going to be on the live stream. Listen up. We should sit him in the bassinet and just listen to me banter. That'll send him to sleep. Okay, gearing time. I've already done my 10-minute warm-up. We're zeroed. We're good. Okay, small chainring in the front. Mid cassette on the back. Or yeah, we'll go there. I was erring on the side of a smaller ring or a bigger ring. I'm going to go the bigger one. That's small in the front. Cool. Okay. Set. 1, 2, 3. Head units all zeroed, all good. And just as I'm about to hit the 14%, I'm tabbing to skip intervals. Boom, we're into 200. Now the trainer is controlling the watts on screen, so they're the numbers coming from the trainer. So I have power, control, and cadence coming from the trainer. And I have 2 other power meters on the bike. I got the Vector 3s on. Moving back to the Vector 3s for a little bit, because whilst I like to test things that don't work, I also want to question things that do work. And that's a reference to the Asiomas. They've been great, they've been fantastic. But what if they're not? We know they are, but what if they're not? So back to the Vectors to double up on the numbers and have a look at those. Because I want to question things. I have another, that's why I'm looking under my shoulder, there's another head unit down there. Okay, steady state, think balanced thoughts, think left, right. I wish I could have that on the screen, I've got it down on my head unit down here. Alrighty. So now that I'm in ERG mode here, I'm not getting the ups and down gradient of the course. It's just dead flat ERG mode. Cadence is good. Heart rate is horrible for this wattage. Excuse number 3 for today. Pete M remembers when Von and I were doing the 50k challenge to get the Tron bike. Was that for Von to get the Tron bike? I think it was. But you finally finished it. Good job. Tron bike is, it's a badge of honor, I think, on Zwift. It's 50 kilometers of virtual gain, virtual elevation gain, with the Everest challenge selected. Okay. Checking balance is good. Okay. What happens after level 50? No, that's it. You still keep clocking up the XP points, but my bar along the top there doesn't move anymore. I was going to do I reached level 50 video, but it happened when I was really angry at the trainer at the time, so the video didn't quite make the cut. But I got to level 50. Now, Sharky Evil, I can't even pronounce that road. Transfergrassen? Transfergrassen. Better than the Stelvio, that road. Okay. Boom. The Stelvio is pretty nice. Both sides. What trainer am I testing? This one's a secret. It has sound characteristics someone might pick up on. That's all I'll give away on this one. How can you add the average wattage to the display like I've got up here? I've done a video on that, Casper. If you just search YouTube for GPLama average wattage, it may be a Zwift tip, but it's a text file hack that I've done there, just to make sure everything's in line. How long for the review of smart bikes? As soon as one arrives. As soon as one arrives. Tax have been going pretty hard on their advertising of the Neo bike. Haven't seen one though. Well, not in the Lama Lab. Only at trade shows. Stuart, yes, I have tried rocker plates. I've done 2 in-depth videos on rocker plates and my take on them. Again, if you search GPLama rocker plate, that should pull up 2 of them in the YouTube search. The second one, I think I dive a little bit deeper into why out of the saddle's a bit wonky on rocker plates. Trey asks about my ultimate warm-up. No, that ultimate warm-up is the ultimate warm-up. That's still a good one to use. Now think about having a good race. You also have to be fit enough to do a proper warm-up. Because if you've ever hit the start line cold in a race, it's a horrible experience. If you can nail the warm-up and then nail the start, you'll be flying. Hugh was interrupted listening to the Fitfile podcast. What was this week? It was the Eurobike wrap-up. We were really tight on time, but I think it still went to about an hour or so. Oh, if you've got the companion app, you can give me a ride on right now live, and your name will pop up on the screen there. You can see all those thumbs coming through. Now here's a trick. I've set my default policy, let's have a look at this, to private. If you saw my video I put out, was it yesterday? So here, activity privacy default is only me. However, that doesn't have any impact on rides right now. Live rides are still live rides. Everyone can see them online. So there's still some work to do there, I think, around user control of your own privacy, especially giving all the crap around Facebook, Cambridge Analytica, information disclosure. It's a hot topic. It's got to be more control. Anyhow, there's an observation that setting things to private is only for post activity, not during. Crack on, man. I'm nearly at 160 heart rate. Haven't even stepped up to the first step up yet. Whew. All right. Again, my favorite bottles, thermal bottles for indoors. And they're in my color too. True statement there. The Neo bike was delayed quite a bit. Or was it that they just announced it too early? I think the other bikes have been in production for probably the same length of time. But they jumped the gun a bit too quick, I think, with announcing it. Wahoo bike is a bit too bouncy under race, 700 watt sprint. Well, we'll see if I can snap its head off with a little bit more in my sprints. We'll have a go. We'll have a go at it. Numbers are okay. About my Zwift bike. Well, 3.5 million drops of boat anchorage. That's about all for my Zwift bike. Where is the beast? Here we go. Oh, my workout kind of covers most of me there, but... Oh, I've dropped the disc. What have I got? The 454s on, I think. What a magnificent machine. As you can see, I don't take it too seriously. The hairdo, the kit, the gloves, the shoes, the sock height though, I take very seriously. All right, 250 coming up. I won't complain much. The front bars of the Kicker bike are fixed. The buttons will provide steering or that kind of functionality. So I'm told. The Avanti Corsa ER1, I have no idea what that is, I'm sorry. No news on any other Kicker having the firmware upgrade other than for the Cadence and Bluetooth multi-stack, other than the Kicker 18 and Core at this point in time. Alrighty. This is going to hurt. Miles, thanks for the comment. No behind the scenes at Eurobike this year because I wasn't there. All done remotely. We had our own release here in the family a few weeks early actually, so I couldn't make the trip overseas. It's a long way to go. Robert James, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry, I'm a bit nasally today. Must be all these late nights. What watch am I wearing? 945 with a picture of little Maxi on there. He's a cute little button. Yeah, quieten down a bit when the watts go up. The Wahoo trailer for Max, I hope so. The Wahoo follower trailer. I'll have to drop the E. Oof. Looking forward to this 8 minutes being over. This is not treating me well. Had a good ride outside yesterday. My headset isn't locked, so it's good. I can still steer outside. Okay, we're back in town already. But I can't recall which route I'm on here. It's Yorkshire, but I'm not sure what route. No, Chris, I do not like the background music playing whatsoever. The story there is I can't play copyrighted music. I can't play normal tunes. You're not allowed to on YouTube. So rather than just this being me huffing and puffing, it's just ticking on. I can turn it down a bit if it's really shitty. There we go. Sorry. But I'd rather have some sort of tunes. It's Bass Rebels, the YouTube channel, who have a ton of... Oh man, look at that guy fly. Damn. Bass Rebels have a ton of freeware. I think that's the term. Hang on. I'm at nearly 170 watts, I can't think. Have I picked up any bad riding habits from Zwift? Yeah. I always question other riders if they're legit. Out on the road, I pull up next to riders and say, yeah, power meter's out, mate. Kidding. No, I've ridden indoors for years, well before Zwift. I developed the bad habits well before Zwift came along. It's about balance. No communication with SRM. I reached out to SRM when I was doing my Shimano power meter stuff. They weren't interested in replying, so no dialogue with SRM, sorry. Their bike was somewhat creative. J Stewart 36, 4 AM, why are you watching the Lama? You would be in the US then? East Coast? I'm guessing. Best budget power meter? Depends what your budget is and where you are. Oh, I'm in the box this last 5 minutes. My replies are going to be a little shorter. 170. I did go back to, just looping back to the power meter question. The in-peak power meter. I went back there the other day. Spot on again, spot on. So that was a case of, people call what we do here being an influencer. I don't like that word. I like to influence companies in making better products, and that is a spot on example. The first one they sent me was junk. The second one that was fixed kind of wasn't. And then working with me with the data and the feedback, they nailed it. So that's the kind of influence I'd rather have than over what people buy. If you're more informed, cool, but it's about going to the root of the problem first. Virtua Go. Haven't been back, sorry. Dominic, under $1,000 Australian. Asioma Duos from Bike Bug. Should get you there. Yeah, just load up Bike Bug and see if they've still got them on sale. Oh, I'm in the box. And that's a good budget for a power meter too. $1,000. Budget's $500, and that's not really a good experience. 3 minutes. Oh, I'm hurting. 150 people tuning into the hurt. I do appreciate it. It keeps me honest. If you haven't hit subscribe, do it now. It'll pop up in the bottom window there if you're not a subscriber to the channel. Only around 30% of viewers are subscribers. If I could flip that and make 70% of the viewers subscribers, we'd be cooking. We're only simmering at the moment. Just simmering. Past 90,000 subs this week. That was pretty cool. On the way to 100. I have had companies tell me they will like to do some training giveaways at 100,000 subs. I'm not going to set expectations yet, but we'll try and get there. I'll hit them up for some trains. There we go, Simon O'Connor. Boom. Welcome to the pack. North Dakota. I got the US right. Central? My US is no good. I know where California is. Trainer accuracy, Neo Kicker Elite. Any idea how to align this across brands? Aha! The holy grail. The only way to do it is for the industry to adopt a testing standard that's not based on dynos, a testing standard that's based on humans. Humans that pedal like this. You see my legs moving. Humans don't pedal like motors. And most trainers are calibrated from motors. It's a bad thing. They can get close to humans, but depends. $300 for Asioma Duos. Hook me up. I'll take 10. 1 minute. Oh, that wasn't a swear, that was a grunt. You'll know about the swears. Why am I in blue zone at 170 heart rate? Because I'm unfit. My FTP set to 341, which it isn't anymore, but that's what this file is set to get me in the right zones. So I ain't the rider I used to be. David Doherty, welcome to the crew. All right, no engine, just get it done. Sprint time. -7, damn. Oh, I'm in a really horrible part of the course for a sprint. I'm gonna have to spin around for this. Actually, no, I'm good, I'm good. complaints. No complaints. What is this, 8%? Damn. All right. So you can see the graph there. That's the resulting of the Lama Lab data they look at. That's the 250 into a sprint. 3 minutes. Then we're into the overs and unders. Okay, that gets me the data that I need. Oh, what is this? Data crew all hanging out. Is that representative of the team dying data, just like standing on the side of the road not doing? Come on, guys, race your bikes. What was that? I'm guessing it's a Zwift Academy group workout. It starts in a really weird spot. All right, what's left is the over and unders, 350, 450, 20-second over and unders. We'll get that done. Oh, someone's close. 1200, was it? That's not bad for today. Not bad. We've got to get that back to 1400 one day. Purely for the testing, I'm not racing or anything. Did sound like an elite during the sprint. Oh, we have some audio sleuths. Good job. Isn't that amazing that the trainer characteristics can come through like that? If you happen to be correct. I'm not going to say whether you're correct or not. Yeah, Thomas, I'm playing a game of not telling anybody what trainer I'm on. It is very quiet because I have the packaging of the R1 packed around it to quieten it down for this stream. The R1 comes with some really good packaging. So it didn't bog out. That's good. Stepper motor on this one, but it was quick enough to respond to that sprint. Could not fool it, which is good. 1 minute. There we go. Polka dot of Vulcan. Thanks for hitting sub. Really appreciate it. That's what keeps the channel ticking over. Keeps the YouTube algorithm gods happy. Whew. 165 in the stream. Awesome. I appreciate the views. If you have any questions, fire away. Or if you have your companion app, you can hit a ride on. It'll come up on the screen. I could choose to make these free ride sessions just dead flat, but it's nice being able to ride the terrain as you see it between intervals. It switches the workout mode between ERG and SIM, which is really cool. I like that idea. Yeah, the Kinetic R1, I'm not riding it tonight, but I'm using the packaging of the box. All right, same gearing as before. This is more of an ERG stabilization test to see how quickly it can respond. So 350 next, trying to keep the same cadence. Whoa, 4 seconds to kick in there, keeping it balanced on the pedals. I have left, right on the screen in front of me here. Oh, power's good. That averaging on screen wasn't too good, but on the head units looked all right. Okay, a bit of over and under you see here. I'm pulling the full screen. Oh, you can't see it because my butt's all over it. There we go. Well, after a short ramp up, steady state for the 350. The response was good. Smooth. 50-50 on the pedals. and transition out. Not bad, that one. That comes down to how smooth I was. You can see both of those are a little bit different. And these ones, they're gonna suck. 450. All right, 450. Okay, didn't hit me like a brick. A lot of over and under. Yeah. Still trying to find its feet. You can see there during that 20 seconds. One more. Nice transition into it. Nice and smooth. Let's go a little bit on the pedals though. Better. You can see that that's me adapting to how it responds in ERG. The second one on both of those, I'm better because of my pedal stroke. So ERG can be a little subjective. Boom. Oh, you know what's coming. Yeah, no, abort. No 17% just now. No, I'm good. Can I see the hill from up here? It's around the back there. It goes over that back hill. I wasn't ready for that. Is the Garmin rear radar light worth the money? Mate, it's worth twice what they're charging. No question about it. It's really funny, the Varia radar doesn't have to be the Garmin one. If someone else made one, I'd still say the same thing. It has changed my riding entirely. I ride like here, mostly solo, big open roads, sometimes narrow roads. This thing's got my back all the time. Beeps on the head unit, I know something's coming. There's a pothole in front of me, I know to go here, you go left, it's left hand side of the road, rather than right. Gives you more confidence. It doesn't replace your ears, your eyes, or road sense to do the right thing. It doesn't give you a license to ride in the middle of the road. But like having a rear vision mirror in your car, you know what's coming. You know what's coming. So it's the same with the Varia radar. A lot of people have asked, is it a marketing gimmick? Because so many people just like love the unit so much. No, the marketing gimmick is the Rhinomed turbine. You stick up your nose for more air. That's bullshit. Crank tip pedals. That's bullshit. Q rings. No, I'll stop there. The school's still out on Q rings. Some people like them, some people don't. But the radar, just try one. Some bike stores offer a loaner of them, and I think they're pretty confident that anybody who loans it and rides with it, assuming you're not riding in traffic all the time, if it suits the riding you're doing, game changer. If I could, I would buy everyone a Varia radar. No question about it. It's one of those pieces of technology that you find and just go, well, you saw in my first video, there's no holes barred there. I got home from the ride and bought Von one straight away. And the older one was on sale the other day, so I bought another one. I'll do a video on the older one. Zodo King, welcome. All right, now we're gonna chill for the next 11 minutes and I'll get out of here. Because I don't want to take up too much of people's Sundays. So if you haven't asked any questions, shoot above. Happy to answer a question. I don't know the answer to everything or much, but I can tell you maybe where to find the answer. If you have any questions. After hearing the gear changes, where are we on? It's an Elite of some sort. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not wearing my Elite Mix. I'm on the Elite mat. Is that a hint? I've got an Elite bottle. Could be used to throw people off the scent. Speaking of scent, been inside about an hour now. Alrighty, question time. Yeah, Jared Davidson got a Garmin, right? Like, it's just, when the Wahoo head unit got the radar alert on it, it came alive. It really did. I mean, I don't sell the things, don't get me wrong. You can click the affiliate link in my videos and I get $1 or something if you buy one from Amazon, but that's beside the point. Just go and get one. If you ride by yourself, if you don't like it, and where's my tunes going? If you don't like it, you can sell it. The resale value will be fine. Resale value will be no problems at all. I'll buy it off you half price and sell it for 75% of the retail. They're just a game changer, that's it. I wouldn't be surprised if bike companies wouldn't be looking at integrating those into seats, seat posts, maybe bikes. They are that good. They really are that good. Maybe bike companies aren't that progressive just yet. Someone's got to be there. Someone could come out and make a radar for $100. Hands down, love the device. And I don't say that about much. I guarantee I don't say that about much. But I've got to take a dump on it though, because let's get balanced here. Let's get balanced. The battery life is crap. It's 8 hours. If you have the light on all the time, then flash when it detects something. So 8 hours, that's a bit crap. What else is a bit crap? That's about it. It works really well. You could probably put a battery pack on it for an emergency battery. So a little tiny lipstick battery. I've got a big battery, like not one of those on the seat post, but you know what I'm saying, you can get a USB charger. That might work if you want more battery time out of it. The included mount's a bit crap. There we go, good. It's a standard quarter turn Garmin mount, so you can get creative if you want to put it on the back of your seat post or saddlebag, something like that. That's about it, I think. Am I ever going to do a review of the Avio power meter? If I can get a hold of one, yeah. I've not been able to get a hold of one. Single-sided, Shimano based, I believe. But like, yeah, with anything, if I can get a hold of it, it doesn't take me long to test something and know whether it's good or bad. The protocol is pretty straightforward that I run through. You can see just here, it's sort of running off the screen now. That's the end of a Lama Lab Test with 3 different power meters all lined up. And then outdoors is easy as well. You just go for a ride. Do I change anything on my bike fit when riding indoors? Struggling to find a comfortable saddle position indoors. Good question. I raise the front end just because I always have. Indoors, you don't have the acceleration of your body, so you sort of slumps down. Personal preference, but indoors I always elevate the front a few inches. Again, because I always have. It feels weird if I'm dead flat. I'm stuck in this valley. I don't want to do these hills either side. Jay Stewart, thanks for dropping in. Trying to cool down in this valley here, but I have the steepness on each side. That's right. I agree with Garmin Varia, but it did warn me twice. About 1,000 cars. What's my experience? Never had a false negative where it doesn't detect something that's there. Never had a false negative. False positives every now and then, but as I've said in my video, or one of my videos about it, it's usually I turn behind, there's a tree, or a car's turned off, or there's some X-Files stuff going behind me. Never a false negative though. But I wouldn't trust it like 100%. If I'm going to step out to the middle of the road, around some roadkill, there's a lot of roadkill in Australia, potholes, you've always got to do the check. You'd be silly not to. The Inside Cyclist, have I done a review of the left side 4i precision power meter? What do I think of them? The Inside Cyclist, I've got 2 here. Noted. I will loop back to them. I haven't done the 4i single-sided Shimano based. I usually have no problems with Shimano left onlys. I pedal dead set 50-50 for these tests. Compare those numbers, compare them to the left axioma or left vector, and things usually line up pretty well. I've only done the 4 eyes left-right Shimano for that big long report that I did. The 4 eyes technology though is no problems at all. I had the FSA 4 eyes, which is the same strain gauge technology, the same radios, the same everything, on the FSA carbon crank, and it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So the only Achilles heel there is the Shimano right side crank, which, if you're playing the long game, is issues that are rooted from Shimano. Will the radar detect a rider behind you? Yes, it will. It detects pretty much anything moving greater than about 10 kilometers an hour behind you. When will my thoughts on this trainer be live? TBA. This one's got an unknown. So my very brief overview of this trainer. Numbers looked pretty good. Steady state for that 10 minute 200 and 250. It's a little bit up and down on the pedals. ERG, which we saw just before for the 20 seconds over and unders. I had to learn how to ride it smoother, so the second interval was better. Sprints, no probs. It had more punch than I did, if you saw the sprint that I did earlier on. So overall, not too bad. Not too bad. But I've got to dig into the data though. But on the bike experience here, I'm riding up and back on Zwift knowing there's a hill, so sim mode's pretty good. I'm switching through the gears without even thinking about it, so it's not bogging me down like a digital robot. It's doing okay. You can still hear that flywheel though. I'm going to pack that with marine grease. That's project number 57. I've got a spreadsheet. Okay, other questions before we get to the hour. I've got to be quick. Use comment on the Fly 6 CE firmware. I'm sure. Yeah, I think it's only one command of having to recompile the kernel on the thing anyway. They did say though that they are working on an update that will fix the updates. It's a little bit recursive, but they will do an update which will make the updates better. Emma Fowler, how we doing, Em? Up in Queensland, sunny Queensland, or smoky Queensland. Oof, there's a hill. See, sim mode on these things, no probs. 4%. My opinion on high cadence versus high torque. High cadence on the track, high torque up a sharp little hill. Horses for courses. There's no one answer for anyone. That's why coaching is such an art form rather than... there's a lot of science behind it, but there's also a lot of... Yeah, there's no real answers for everyone. See, okay, high torque. Can I break this trainer out of... Nah. That's an accurate representation of my cadence anyway. Damn. Where's the down button? Quick, quick, quick. There we go. All right, any questions that I missed? I got to take off. I've got another podcast to record. Oh, but I got to cool down from that. Let's go to 30Ks. 28.8, 1.2K. Let's do it. Any way to declutter the Zwift screen on PC? I wish, Steve. No, for years we've been asking to be able to push things aside and clear things out and just go for a ride rather than a statistical analysis of our environment and everyone else. I don't want that. There was talk of it, but no movement at the station. It would be nice though, like sometimes we just want to go for a ride like this and hang on, the bottom one's a choice, that's the G key, so you can get the graph off. So that's a much nicer experience. But I think one thing that hasn't really been addressed is that people just ride Zwift just to ride, not to train, not to race, just to ride. And I think it'd be nice to get rid of everyone else and just ride. More cows, more sheep, more bears falling out of trees. That'd be nice. Mick O'Keefe just bought a Garmin Varia on my recommendation. Mick, let me know how it goes. I actually give it, I do care. I really give a shit when people buy something that I say is good, or that I give my experience on that I freaking love, and the radar is one of them. So let me know, shoot me an email, tweet, Facebook, whatever. Comment on the Varia videos. Let me know how it goes. I get a ton of comments on things that don't work for people or support queries they're unhappy with at the company. You know, a ton of those. I love equally to hear what does work. Airplane mode does clear everyone else out. It would also clear me straight off this stream. All right, 30Ks and that's it, because I could keep going on. I love talking. Ant Plus Light Networks are still a bit wonky. But don't mention the Ant Plus Light Network stuff. It's crap. I've got some Bontrager stuff that works really well. Everything else. C-Sense can't get it working on their front light either. The C-Sense icons or C-Sense Ace are only smart on the rear, not the front. Fixed wireless NVN intermittent airplane mode. All right, there we go, 30Ks. I got to get out of here. We've got a podcast to record. I have to hit show on that one. Yeah, the Bontrager flare and the Varia radar. I'm not quite sure what's up with the Ant Plus. Sorry to dive off in this rabbit hole. But I'm not sure what's up with the Ant Plus Varia or the Ant Plus Light Network problems. I think it's because you can only pair one of any type of device via Ant Plus. So you can only ever pair one power meter, one cadence sensor, one speed sensor, one something. So when you pair one light, and you've got two lights on the bike, it pairs as a light, and then within that pairing it sets up its own little network between the two lights on the bike, which are both Ant Plus. It's a pain in the ass. It's so clunky and horrible. That the standard is there though and known, but I don't think anyone's figured it out. I think Bontrager and Garmin work together, or Dynastream work together, Garmin, who own Ant Plus, to get that worked out, but everyone else is struggling with it. Fingers are pointed in every direction for the Ant Plus Light Network stuff. It's cool when it works. I don't trust it or rely on it. It's just too confusing. And I think it's because, again, that you can only pair one of one device. I haven't got confirmation of that. They're in the drawer. But the Varia radar, get one and let me know. Last question here. Hello, Shane. I want to know, I have a non-smart trainer and a speed and cadence sensor. Will Zwift measure my watt power based on those two devices? Yes, it will. It'll give you an estimate of your power. If it's a known power speed curve or speed curve on that trainer, speed resistance curve, it'll give you a ballpark estimate of your power. It's enough to get you moving. You want accuracy though, get yourself a power meter or a smart trainer. The chain line, hint, hint. Okay, and I've hit another hill again. What am I doing on the hills? Stefan's found a power discrepancy between the Asiomas and the Neo in regards to chain line. After that, they were both pretty spot on. Aha! Chain line can get in the way. I've seen a few percent difference with different chain lines. That's why I always run a straight chain line for all my ERG tests. But where I see things separate with Neos is when the flywheel gets above 40 k's an hour or 45 k's an hour, which can cause some problems there. All right, I've got to run. Again, I can talk all day. So have a good one, everyone. Thanks for tuning in on this one. Thanks to the people who have subscribed. That keeps things going up for the channel, keeps things ticking along, so I really appreciate it. Have a great weekend, whatever's left of it. I'm off to do, hopefully, another podcast with Ray. And I think it's all about watches. There's been a ton of watches released. So we get to find out all about those in just a few moments. All right, have a good one, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.